Woodmen of the World believes in making a difference in our communities. With Woodmen of the World, you can be part of the charitable spirit brought to your community this season. Wishing you and your family the best during the holidays. In Fayette County, contact Field Representative Frank Sabek at 724-317-3425.
Bored? Well, maybe it's time for you to get a hobby at Uniontown's most exciting new store, Get a Hobby, where you'll find fun for everyone. Lionel Trains have been bringing families joy for more than 100 years, and Get a Hobby has a big selection. For more excitement, try a remote-controlled truck, plane, or even a helicopter. From the beginner to the experienced pilot or driver, Get a Hobby has what they want. Modeling is relaxing, fun, and rewarding, and Get a Hobby has the largest selection of plastic cars and military model kits in the area, and all the paints and glues that you'll need to do it right. Don't forget about all the puzzles, paint by numbers, sewing kits, and even science projects. Stop by Get a Hobby today, downtown Uniontown, next to Woodlands World. They'll help you and your family find a lifetime of fun.
Fayette TV proudly brings you the Home for the Holidays Parade in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, hosted by Chef Mario Pareca of Mario Cooks. Co-hosted by Taylor Hackley. With special Man on the Street reports by television personality David Slesarek. And special guest commentary by radio host Bill Alexander.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the 2012 Home for the Holidays Parade at Downtown Uniontown Celebration of the Seasons. I am Mario Pareca. Alongside me, my co-host Taylor Hackley.
Hello.
And we are very excited to bring you this parade today on FCTV. We are being brought to you today by Woodmen of the World Life Insurance Society and local agent Frank Sabek. Contact them for your financial planning needs. And also by Get a Hobby. They sell fun, and we love fun. On the street, we have our buddy, our pal, Mr. Dave Slesarek. He's our own Aaron Andrews, and he's going to be bringing you everything live from the street right here at this parade. And it feels like the holidays. What do you think, Taylor?
It does. It definitely does.
What's your favorite part of the holidays?
More people. Gingerbread.
Gingerbread and candy canes. That's what we're all about. Let's toss it down to Dave and see what he has to say live on the street.
Right.
Dave, what's going on?
Hi, Chef. Hi, Taylor. Hi, everyone watching, both on the street and at home. Dave Slesarek here with Fayette TV. We're excited to be part of this parade, just as we were with the Halloween parade. We're back here on Main Street of downtown Uniontown. The crowd's starting to gather. I see the flashing lights from the police cars just down the street. That means parade's about to start here. There are a lot of festivities also going on tonight as part of Home for the Holidays here in Uniontown. A lot of hard work went into this event, and I think Chef and Taylor, you'll be able to tell folks a little bit more about what is going on tonight.
Absolutely, Dave. We'd love to tell people about what's going on tonight, but first and foremost, you know me, I like to play with toys, and we have a toy up here in the booth from Get a Hobby. Check this thing out. It's a little helicopter. Please don't cut my hand off, Taylor, but go ahead and show people what this does.
If I can.
Is it turned on?
I think, yeah, it is turned on.
There you go. Anyway, we have our helicopter here, and we'll play with that as the broadcast goes.
Do you want my 8-year-old to come do it for
It's from Get a
you?
Hobby. And you can get a bunch of those. I'm sure they have bigger ones there as well. And also at Get a Hobby, they have Chuggington items for the kids, 15% off through Christmas. So back to fun at the parade. Taylor and I are kind of the FCTV parade crew. We did the Halloween parade. That was a lot of fun.
That was so
You
fun.
were in costume. Why aren't
Yes.
you in costume today?
I got my Christmas sweater on.
Your Christmas sweater
Yeah.
on. And so this is a lot of fun. We're actually inside today because the weather's it's a tad bit cold out, and being the beginning of December here.
No snow.
No snow.
No
But
snow.
I hear that Santa is going to be in the parade.
Really?
So yeah.
Gotta
So
see
if you
that.
have any last minute items on your list that you forgot to mention, you may want to run out there and
yeah.
hand them to him real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just a few minutes from getting the parade underway, and we're getting really excited. I don't see anything coming yet. This is a great time for me to mention to you to tune in to my show on WMBS 590 AM, the Mario Cooks Show, every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Myself and Bill Alexander, who's here somewhere. I'm sure he'll be chiming in very soon.
I'm here. Just relax.
Okay.
If you want, I can bring my son to run the helicopter for you.
I might need that help.
Yeah,
actually.
we may need that. It is that
I don't know what
type of
happened.
toy. But we were actually playing with it beforehand, and it was fun. So I hope Taylor didn't break it.
It was really fun. I don't think I broke it.
I don't think she did either.
No.
But,
it's really cool though. Lights up and it's really neat. I like
So
it.
Bill, do we have candy canes here today? Because it is candy cane week.
I think there is candy canes around here somewhere. Let me see. Let's see if my arm can do this. Okay.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about
Uh-oh.
this. Duck and cover.
Did they make it?
They made it. It's raining candy canes, and at
Let's
that
go.
cue, that's the perfect lead-in. Bill, you're always on the spot. Here comes the
Oh,
police
here comes
escort.
the parade. All right, starting
Again,
up here.
the only time well, not the only time, but one of the only times you're really happy to see the police come down the street
yeah.
or behind you. Lights flashing. Here we go. I hear there's going to be a lot of high school bands as well
Oh,
in the parade, which
that's
is always
good.
a lot of fun. We'll have
Yeah,
some music
good
of the
music.
season. Always enjoy candy canes, Christmas music, Santa Claus, and some floats.
Definitely. You have anything that's still on your list you need to buy?
Chris, to be honest, I really haven't even started yet.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm
You
a last
haven't
minute. I work
started.
better under pressure. I'm a last minute shopper. How about you?
I only have a few things left.
The American flag.
It's beautiful.
Guys, this is the Laurel Highlands High School Junior ROTC, Air Force ROTC.
Fantastic. Well, we're underway.
Yes, we are.
Hi, folks. This is Mayor Ed Fike's vehicle, and a snazzy vehicle it is. It's a Kia Soul. It's kind of decked out, and the mayor's wishing everyone a very happy holiday.
I think Dave could be a car salesman.
Yeah.
It is his day job if he really wanted to be.
Ooh, what is this?
Float.
There's
Oh,
a
are they
Santa.
throwing candy? I love Christmas lights. That's one of the joys of the season for me to drive around and we can start the parade off with some nice blue and white lights.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Santa. Quick, Taylor, catch
Yeah,
it.
I saw the Santa. I saw Santa. It's exciting.
It's a little
There's the
cold.
mayor himself. Nice ride, Mayor. It's a little cold for a convertible today, but the mayor's a good sport.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say it takes a real true man to ride in a convertible at this time of year.
Yeah.
It was a crazy weather day here in Uniontown and Faith County today, guys. It was kind of balmy there towards the afternoon, but now it kind of feels like December for sure.
What is the actual definition of balmy?
I was going to say that's a nice word there, balmy, David. I guess the definition would be what the weather was like today in Uniontown.
Oh, this isn't on that side.
I hear a marching band in the
Commissioner
background.
Commissioner Vince Zabatowski and a car full of kids.
If I'm correct, I hear the Albert Gallatin Colonial Marching Band.
And some fantastic Christmas music. Taylor, feel free to sing at any time.
Okay.
I know you are a singer. It's sort of your background.
The Albert Gallatin Florida Marching Band, directed by Diane Lavery.
We should thank Albert Gallatin Television for helping us out today.
Absolutely. Fantastic staff of students helping us produce this.
I love their dresses.
So you were saying how the Albert Gallatin, some of their students are helping us produce this
Yes.
on FCTV, which
Very
they've done a
thankful for
great
that.
job setting up and running the cameras and such.
I used to be a part of their crew, so I know how it. Oh my goodness.
There's an ice cream cone with a Santa hat on nonetheless, right over that
That's
lovely
great.
little curl they have.
Colonel. I don't think I ever heard it called a kernel on ice cream.
Well, that's on the top. They have that little curl.
Oh, it's a okay.
Yes. And the blizzard. Let's hope that's the only blizzard we see this year.
Yeah.
And some people will say it's too cold for ice cream. And my response is
No,
it's never
it
too
is
cold for
never
ice
too
cream.
cold for ice cream.
That's right.
My favorite thing. Love ice cream.
Guys, I wanted to mention that we have the East End United Community Center here, the East End United Community Center, and actually they're going to be on our special holiday episode of our variety show going live with FCTV. Chef Mario is our house chef for that show, and the East End United Community Center, the director there of their board of directors, president of the board of directors, and also the executive director will be on the show to talk about the tradition of Kwanzaa. A lot of us know very little about that holiday, and they'll be educating us. So we'll also learn a little bit more about Hanukkah and Christmas and the traditions that surround both of those holidays.
It's really cool, Dave.
Point Marion Twirl Team, I think it said.
Majorettes. Is there a difference between a twirl team and a majorette?
I really don't know. I don't think so.
We should have our Santa hats on today.
We should.
It would
Why
at
didn't
least
we get
keep-
any?
It would at least keep the glare off of my head with all these lights.
Brian K. Rossini in the Lexus there wishing us all a Merry Christmas. Uh-oh, these are some big trophies. I never won a trophy like this in T-ball, that's for sure.
I don't think those are T-ball trophies, Dave.
No.
Dave, I was told you struck out at T-ball.
Mon Valley League champions. Falcons.
These guys are the Mon Valley League champions for 2012. Congratulations, guys.
Is that the mascot?
I'm not sure.
Guys, what I believe we're seeing here is a mobile mammography unit for ladies that are in need of some mammograms, and this is brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Care. They just handed me some literature. They do have clinical breast exams, mammography referrals, healthy women services, and educational seminars all available.
It's a great reminder.
And here comes the Brownsville Area Marching Band. Smile, Dan. Oh, there goes my son, guys. Did you see him?
Gallatin Emeritus Home Care and Hospice.
Dave, don't go too near that float. They ran over my foot last year. I still have the bruises.
One thing I noticed about this parade is it's traveling down the street the correct way, as opposed to the Halloween parade, which went
it's the opposite
way.
Yep, definitely.
And I've seen our first elves of the night in the Albert Gallatin Home Care and Hospice float.
Didn't
You
she
see-
dress up for Halloween?
What's that?
What's she dressed up for Halloween?
It was the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah, okay,
The
that's
Flying
right.
Monkey.
That's right. Yeah.
And this year we have some Santa hats, some light up ones, and some elf hats, which that's one thing that you don't think so much about, and you haven't seen so much this year until right now.
It's Albert Gallatin Emeritus Home Care and Hospice and the 2012 Northeast Clinician of the Year, Darla Dowling. That's a big honor, Darla. Congratulations. Guys, I'm looking up in the window here above Dr. Ruby's dental office, and I believe it is a Christmas countdown that I'm looking at. And it appears that there are 18 days, 6 hours, 13 minutes, and approximately 32, 31, 30, 29 seconds remaining until Christmas. So better get your shopping in, folks.
That's pretty precise, Dave. I bet by the time you mentioned that, the countdown already changed. There's a wreath, always a welcome sight at Christmas.
Fayette Friends of Animals. Oh, look at all the dogs.
Some puppies dressed up.
Aww.
I don't see any puppies wearing Santa hat, do you?
No, there's a few that are dressed up, but no Santa hats.
It's a mighty nice tiara.
Very pretty.
Is it tiara or tiara? Tomato,
I say tiara, but
One of my alma maters here, Ben Franklin Junior High School, the Junior Raiders, and I believe they're under the direction of Mrs. Karen Fulmer.
Benjamin Franklin, that's my parents' alma mater. Hey Dave, you see any good alto sax in the VF band?
You know what? I need to dust off the old alto sax and maybe give it practice with some Christmas tunes.
Frosty.
I want to mention that the VFW band will be performing at the State Theater this Sunday, and also we're going to try to bring our executive producer for this broadcast, Matt Dowling, on at some point, because there's another big event going on at the State Theater this Saturday, and it's called Share the Spirit. It's a holiday fundraiser for 5 local nonprofit organizations. No cost to get in. You can enjoy some great food from some of our local restaurants and chefs. And we'll also have some live entertainment from Abacus Jones. You've seen them right here on Fayette TV. Jordan Ziegler, who's also an in-demand vocalist here locally. She's got an upcoming show at the Stonehouse. She's performed out in Hollywood. She's going to be doing a set from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So that's this Saturday night at the State Theater.
I'll be going to that. What about you?
Sounds like a lot of fun. I'll have to schedule it in there.
Thank you.
Do you need any fire and water damage restoration?
I do not. What about you?
Not at the moment, and I don't plan on it. But if I do, that's who you can go to.
Just a bit ear piercing.
What's that?
Exactly.
It's Pete Moss from Froggy 94.9. You can hear Pete every morning on the radio, and He just was nice enough to have us on his show here recently. So I think people probably prefer to hear me on the radio rather than see me on TV. Followed up by Pickle 99.3, and also on recently here with Bill Dill, the new Pickle Morning host.
So what does that say about you, Mario?
I wasn't going to comment. I'm glad you jumped in there, Bill.
Because you're both on radio and on TV.
Right. Well, our show is on WMBS, your local station, 590 AM every Saturday morning at 8.
Had the opportunity to listen to you guys. You did a nice job.
Thank you, Dave. I'm glad you enjoyed the show.
We'll look some of the instruments up.
There's a nice elf hat. That one even has the pointy ears on it. There's presents under that tree.
Yeah. They're singing too.
That is the Fresh Fire Church, and I can't say that I know a ton about them, but I do know one of their great outreach projects is called Produce for People. They do a large food distribution out at the Fayette County Fair pretty often, which I think is a pretty cool thing they do here in the community.
So, Dave, do you see anything else coming down the street?
You know, we looked up, I see some blue lights as if there are glow sticks or something. Maybe flaming batons, but maybe that's wishful thinking.
If we have a minute, we actually got the helicopter up and running.
Yes.
If we want to take a look at that. Are we ready?
I tell you, that helicopter really is fun for all ages. We were all playing with it here before the broadcast.
Do you have it on, Taylor?
Don't worry, Mr. O'Neill, down at Get a Hobby. We didn't do any damage to the aircraft here.
Okay.
Chef, you mentioned the Chuggington models, and those
Yes.
are really popular with the kids. Where Thomas the Tank Engine used to be popular, maybe still popular with many kids, Chuggington is really in demand. And as you had mentioned, I believe they're doing a 15% off special
Yes.
on Chuggington items.
Absolutely. And Get a Hobby. Get a Hobby 15% off through Christmas. So if you want to get a Chuggington, you better do it
Is she
before
going to
Christmas.
let it go? Because I want to see it
So-
fly in the window.
If you want, I can,
Go
but
ahead.
I don't think
Let's
that.
see what it does.
Okay, go ahead and start it.
I'm starting to believe it's
There we go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
as it blows.
Okay, am I gonna let this go?
Let it go.
You're not gonna hit me, are you?
No.
I'm going to try not to. Okay. And if those things don't fly, I guess they're not supposed to fly in confined spaces.
Or in windows.
Well,
Oh no.
Hey, look, there's
But it
people
does
out
work.
in the street.
We're missing the parade.
Harry the Platypus.
Yeah, I saw that.
Harry the platypus.
Who was that? Dave, did someone take your microphone?
Was that a good Doofenshmirtz voice?
The tri-state area.
Were you guys left speechless or what?
It's the 2012 Petite Miss Dance of PA, so that's a good reason to be speechless. It's Ashton Raposki representing Koza & Company Dance Studio in the shiny Corvette.
So, Dave, do you do any other impressions or what?
I do love Bob Dylan. We see Alyssa Gallagher here, the 2012 Miss Pennsylvania Junior Teen, also from Koza Inc.
Dave, give us some Christmas impressions.
Christmas
Give us a ho 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 or
I tell you what, I want to recognize a couple of gentlemen who do a lot of work being sort of Santa's helpers, and one of them is Gary Carter, and another is Mr. Chuck Hubble. But so they can ho 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 a lot better than me.
here comes the fire truck. Perry Township Volunteer Fire Department. Some nice bikes out there. You have motorcycles here, Taylor?
I do not like motorcycles.
there.
Am I getting coal this year?
What's that?
I said, am I getting coal from Santa this year?
Gold.
Coal, yeah. Is that what you got? Oh, I'll take some candy. Thank you. Who we represent here today? A-Bait. Santa's on a bike. He gave up the sleigh. He's modernized. Keep up the good work, guys.
Biker Santa. It's not that I don't like motorcycles. And I'll say it on TV. It doesn't.
Yeah. I'm kind of upset we're not out there because we're not getting any candy.
That's true. Well, I think that's why they put us in here this time. We
Maybe
had
to restrain
popcorn. We
me
had
'cause I
candy.
ate so much last time.
Guys, did you know that A-Bait stands for Alliance of Bikers Aimed Towards Education?
I didn't know that.
But now we do.
Now we do.
And it's raining
Thank
candy
you.
canes
We
again
got
here.
Candy canes.
I did not do that.
There's a candy cane front moving in.
Oh, here's some more dogs. I missed it. I missed who it was. How many candy canes do you
What's
have?
up?
3? I have 2.
What's our camera buddy's name over here? Were you in a candy cane?
Okay.
You're running the camera. Here you go. Don't be shy. We're all friends here.
Go ahead, Brett. Give it the thumbs up.
There you go.
This is nice. I like this.
Are these are the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, this looks great.
One slab at a time.
I've never seen that before.
It's a really good idea.
These folks certainly put a lot of effort into these displays.
I see that. They look great. Are those poinsettias? I believe those are the first ones we've seen
Yeah.
tonight.
It's the Smock VFD joining us next here. I had the pleasure of being invited this year to the Fayette County Firemen's Convention this year up in Farmington. It was sponsored, I believe, this year by the Farmington and Hopwood Fire Departments. We put together a little montage for Fayette TV. Our friend Gary Gearing made that possible. Councilman Gary Gearing, Uniontown City Council, and he was our sponsor for that broadcast. It's really fun to see the firemen kind of kicking back and enjoying a good game of tug of war.
I got to watch that. That was entertaining, definitely.
Was there a big mud pit in the middle?
There was a big water pit, yeah, that we watched a couple people wipe out.
Here's Uniontown's band.
I believe the tune is "O Come All Ye Faithful" or "Adeste Fideles," whichever you prefer. There's the big man himself. I'm not talking about Dom DeLuise.
Oh, wow.
There's Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Hi, Santa. Hi, Mrs. Claus.
He looks like he's losing a little weight. He needs those cookies come Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It's amazing he can make so many appearances. He's got a lot of work to do. It's coming up really quickly. It's a good thing I'm not Santa. I don't even have my little shopping done yet.
Need to get on that.
Dave, do you think you could go over and have a few words with Santa? I don't think Dave can hear me.
Maybe not.
Next year we'll have to make sure we have a microphone on a stick so he can hold it up. Maybe a
Yeah.
giant candy cane.
Yes.
Well, I think it looks like everyone's kind of clearing out. I think that was the end of the actual parade, but I think Dave is out on the street with Mr. Matthew Dowling. So let's throw it back to Dave and get a few words.
Matthew was our executive producer for tonight's broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it. And Matt, I believe you had something special you want to tell us about.
Well, absolutely. First, we just want to thank our voluntary camera crew from AGTV for being with us this evening. But we have a big event coming up this weekend. Why don't you tell them a little bit about Share the Spirit that our company, Coordinated 360, is involved with?
I mentioned it briefly earlier. At Coordinated 360, we're subcontracted operators for Fayette TV, and we're also a business partner in this event to benefit nonprofit organizations. Those include the State Theater, Center for the Arts, a real beauty here in downtown Uniontown, as well as the American Heart Association, the Boy Scouts of America. Who else do we have on board? Rotary International.
Yeah, so I think you've hit most of them, but it's a party that's going to happen this Saturday at 6 p.m. at the State Theater Center for the Arts. There are a lot of local restaurants that will be participating in this year's event, providing free food and beverage to anyone who attends, and all we ask is that you make a donation to one of those organizations. So a great fundraiser coming up this weekend at the State Theater.
Absolutely. Thank you for being with us, Matthew, and thanks for your work on tonight's broadcast. I want to thank our sponsors. I noticed Mr. Frank Sabeck from Woodmen of the World just standing here on the sidewalk. Woodmen of the World is a life insurance society, fraternal benefits organization, and they do a lot of good work in the community. I don't know if you mentioned, Chef, they are presenting an American and Pennsylvania state flag here to the Chamber of Commerce, and they support community television along with our friends at Get a Hobby Shop to make tonight's parade possible.
All those great holiday gifts at Get a Hobby, Chuggington trains, Mario's favorite helicopter. You can get those all there for your last-minute Christmas needs.
That's right. Back to you guys in the booth.
Well, thanks, David, Matt. That was great. And here we have a boxed helicopter, if you want to take a look at that, which we've been playing with in the booth all night, or trying to anyway.
It's fun.
But so Taylor, anything in closing before we go ahead and sign off of here?
Well, I can't wait to see Saturday. It's going to be a great time Saturday. If you can, come out. Jordan Ziegler is a good friend of mine, so I'm excited to hear her sing and perform. Anything?
You'll be giving autographs there?
Yeah,
at
right.
the Fayette TV table, the parade team. But yeah, stop out Saturday if you can. It sounds like it's going to be a blast. And I want to again thank our sponsors one more time, Woodmen of the World and Get a Hobby. And I want to that's about it today. The parade's over. We had our fun. We're going to go in the back, eat some candy canes, play with the helicopter. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to FCTV tonight for the 2012 Home for the Holidays parade. And I'm Mario Pareca. This is Taylor Hackley. And we wish you and yours a very happy, safe, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bored? Well, maybe it's time for you to get a hobby at Uniontown's most exciting new store, Get a Hobby, where you'll find fun for everyone. Lionel Trains have been bringing families joy for more than 100 years, and Get a Hobby has a big selection. For more excitement, try a remote-controlled truck, plane, or even a helicopter. From the beginner to the experienced pilot or driver, Get a Hobby has what they want. Modeling is relaxing, fun, and rewarding, and Get a Hobby has the largest selection of plastic cars and military model kits in the area, and all the paints and glues that you'll need to do it right. Don't forget about all the puzzles, paint by numbers, sewing kits, and even science projects. Stop by Get a Hobby today, downtown Uniontown, next to Woodlands World. They'll help you and your family find a lifetime of fun.
Woodmen of the World believes in making a difference in our communities. With Woodmen of the World, you can be part of the charitable spirit brought to your community this season. Wishing you and your family the best during the holidays. In Fayette County, contact Field Representative Frank Sabek at 724-317-3425.